All right, we're back. Okay,
So I'm trying to explain to James Chen how 12 is actually super cool.
12 is one of the my most hated Street Fighter characters in the history of Street Fighter.
Wow, really, like that bad?
Yeah, no.
Really?
Jesus.
Like, I mean, I don't actively hate him, but if I had to rank all Street Fighter characters in the history of all Street Fighter games from top to bottom, he would probably be in the bottom 5.
Why?
Because he's such
He's
a
so
waste.
cool.
Well,
No, he's not a waste.
Dude, he repeated a lot of moves
His
from
gameplay
Necro.
is so unique.
He repeated a lot of moves from Necro. What is he's a white blob?
Who
It's
cares?
just like the ugliest
Doesn't matter.
character ever.
He was
Did you
still-
not like the Blob in Clay Fighter?
Oh, the blob in Clay Fighter was funny. Because that whole
In all fairness, he basically is hating on the Freak in a realistic game. Clay Fighter had no realism, so
Hey,
he didn't
look,
have to worry
I
about
just
it.
told
Fair
Olaf.
enough.
I just told
Fair
Olaf
enough.
earlier today the reason why I don't like Millie is because I've always hated characters who attacked with their hair, except for the Elvis guy in
Blue Suede Goo?
Yeah, Blue Suede Goo. Yeah, he's except for
It's
him.
actually a conversation we had. He's
Yeah,
not
we
joking.
literally
I
just
can
had
see
this. Hey, what's the hair, man? Hey,
Yeah.
what's the hair, man? Like
Yeah.
that guy.
Yeah.
Don't be cruel.
Look,
Dude,
the
that
thing
guy-
I like about 12 is that his gameplay is so unique. There's no other Street Fighter character that plays at all like him. And I like that. And I said this before, but I would be cool if he wasn't 12 for SF5. If his his name was Robbie and like he had a cape and he flew and it was the same character otherwise, he like went like this into the ground and like knives came out. Who cares? Like I think that would be awesome. I would totally think
The only
that.
thing I really like about 12 is X Copy. I love X Copy.
One thing I didn't care about.
That's the thing. I think that was really cool to basically have the Shang Tsung of the
It's
game,
Shang Tsung, yep.
except it was matchup dependent. You couldn't just dial it in and be like, oh, here's how I win this match. Pick Melina, but
right?
but it was just like he was the ultimate troll character because he's like, well, I'm gonna beat you with your own character by burning my super. If I don't do it, well, I'm gambling because then you get like quadruple
Dude,
damage.
the only time I
Oh, man,
enjoyed,
during that recovery time.
the
oh my
only
God.
time that I really enjoyed using 12 was when me and my brother were playing the game and we were just beating Third Strike with every character on the hardest difficulty. And Guile gave us so many problems until we used 12. Because then we X-copied him and then we just like demolished him.
Oh, that sounds
which
amazing.
Interesting.
was so much fun. Yeah.
Interesting.
That's all
Okay.
we did. So.
But I really like that design, and I would love to see it come back.
Yeah.
Even if it's not as the 12.
Yeah. I agree with that. So I don't.
But I'd love to see 12 because
I don't mind. I don't mind his play style. I just hate the character. I just literally hate the character.
I think it's cool.
I
really
think he's
do.
still better than Necro.
I like Necro too.
I hate Necro.
The only thing I like about Necro, I was talking about this earlier, is I like the fact that he's got the like partner character, for design principles.
Yeah.
And I love that. I'm a big sucker for like design of characters. Like even if your moves are dumb, if I like how you're conceived, then it's perfectly fine.
Yeah, I've always just said I just like realistic fighting styles and stuff like that. So
I just think that doesn't hold up.
well, I mean, obviously with a character like Cammy, I mean, she's like
It's not just
secret
Cammy.
agent, whatever, right? So
What about this character right here?
Felicia. Well, this is not Street Fighter.
Oh, you're just gonna leave it
Yeah,
in Street
no,
Fighter?
100,
Yeah, we're
no.
in Street
I'm
Fighter
talking about
franchise.
Street
Oh,
Fighter
come on.
franchise. Yeah. No.
because-
As soon as you go outside of Street Fighter, then I mean, like Guilty Gear goes all over the place. Then I don't give a crap. At that point, you can do whatever the hell you
I would
want.
go straight into King of Fighters.
But for
so
me,
whatever.
yeah. So for me, for Street Fighter, it's cooler for me to see actual styles and stuff that are based off. Like I said, in the Street Fighter 3 franchise, I like Dudley.
Yeah.
I like Makoto.
Yeah.
I like Alex. Like I said, I guess I can be okay with Urian. Even though I don't really like Ibuki, I accept her more because she's a ninja, right?
Do you like Guile?
I've always been kind of okay on Guile, but I mean, he's just military fighting, right? I mean, that's an actual thing. He's a military fighter.
Not really, no.
I don't think so.
No, he's just
ask
military
this guy.
guy.
Yeah.
Right, but he's a brawler. He fights, which is cool. And also
I don't know if I buy this.
also
It's a lot of more free-form bullcrap.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
But he's not a freak. He doesn't have morphing arms, or he doesn't look like a shriveled raisin like Oro does. You know what I mean? Like I don't like that kind of thing. You know.
Well, then why do you hate Remy? Because Remy just looks like a dude. He's just.
Oh
some
yeah,
guy.
no.
I'm not convinced he really looks like a dude.
Okay,
per
look,
se.
he's a human being. He's a human. Is he not?
Remy, yeah,
Human
I don't know.
being.
Remy, I just think he's just boring.
He's
Remy's
like a more
actually
interesting
boring.
Guile.
I don't think he is a more interesting guy.
He has
That's-
more movement
I
options.
I
He
would
has a
call
high
I would
and a
call
low.
apples and oranges.
Because really, I think they're very similar.
No, it's because the thing is that Guile's strength is his buttons. He has the wide array of buttons. Remy has I think the least amount of command normals in Third Strike, but he's got the extra movement options, the high-low booms,
Yeah.
etc.
I think
It's
he's
a
just
total trade-off.
I
It
feel
makes
like he's a
him
more
drastically
fleshed
different.
out Guile. More interesting Guile.
Personally, it doesn't matter because I think Charlie's the best because the moonsault kick is the best thing that any of them have.
I feel like I never even think about Charlie, to be honest.
Well, you're gonna have to now.
Oh, that's right, yeah,
You're
that's
gonna
a yeah.
have to
No,
now.
and honestly, between all their movesets, it's just the fact of Charlie's moonsault kick, I think is the most important move that's unique between them all. Like, because you've got all of Remy's supers, so that doesn't matter, whatever. But he's got like that jump and dive kick thing, which is
Cold blue kick.
it's good to approach. It's got good movement options, whatever. But you've got the moonsault kick, which is like functionally it's a screwed up charge character dive kick. It gives him a lot of different movement options, a lot of different height varying options. It gives him actual genuine air mobility, which is something none of the others have.
Okay, that's true, I suppose. Charlie is definitely just a Guile clone.
Yeah.
Somebody asks, and I answered, "Are you mad at me?"
No, he was
Okay.
designed after. It's something we have to suck up. Storyline wise, he came first, and he's
Yeah.
technically stronger and better.
I've
but
always said that
he definitely was designed later.
I know I've
Yeah.
talked about this on our streams before, but I was just always sad that they got rid of the whole concept that Guile had a really strong back. Like, he blocked with his back, he did the backbreaker in the air and stuff like that. Like, I was always sad that they just kind of lost that theme from him. Because I remember the very first time I saw Guile, that was the first thing that stuck out.
I don't know
in
if
my
that was
head.
do you think that was some intentional design choice or just like?
I mean, if
happened to
you're
be like
blocking
that?
with your back, it had to have been a design choice. Like, you just
I
can't.
don't know, man.
How many characters block with their back besides Frank West? Right? Frank West in Marvel makes no sense because he just does this and he blocks
This is a
everything.
surly tough son bitch. I mean, come on. He's covered wars, you know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, remember, it took another iteration of the game before Guile learned how to do a flip in the air. So, whatever.
No, he was one of the ones who flipped right away.
Street Fighter 2, his jump animation was hup, and then in
No,
Champions
no,
when he earned the
flipped.
flip.
No, he flipped right away.
He sounds pretty sure of himself. I don't
He
know.
flipped
man.
right away. I'm pretty sure he flipped right away.
Because he got that weird little like
No,
corkscrew
because
twist and everything.
Right, because the thing about it is that was one of the strategies to beat the computers in Street Fighter 2 was to walk right up to them when they got up. You jumped over them and threw them, and then you jumped over them and threw them, and you jumped over them and threw them, because they would always do like a wake up move, and then you would just basically kill the computer that way with Guile. I've done that many games in a row, and I'm pretty sure he flipped when he jumped.
In World Warrior.
In World Warrior, yes. In World Warrior.
Oh, I have no idea. Sorry, I can't add to that.
Oh, man. It's too funny.
I've never really understood Karin. Can I tell you that? Never understood why.
Oh, now you're
everybody is
starting
so
a fight
happy.
with
yeah,
this.
I know.
with
I
this
can see it in his
person.
eyes.
Yeah, now you're starting a fight.
There's a little bit there. It's not that I'm in love with her. It's the fact that I like everything she is and does, except for being
Okay.
really, really good. Because the first off, the big thing for me, it's character design, etc., is the fact that she came out of the manga and they made her a canon character in the game.
I didn't know.
Yeah, yeah.
That is huge to me. That's like actually giving credit to the artist. Like if Udon added a new character and everyone liked it, and they went ahead and put them into 5, that would be super cool. And then other than that,
Okay,
she's,
I didn't know that.
So the reason why I like Karin is just because she's basically Sakura's Ken. That's what she's designed. She's the rich Japanese
Plot-wise.
blonde character. That's what she's the Ken version for Sakura, which I always just thought was kind of neat from a story canon wise. But other than that, I've never been huge on Karin either.
She's
so.
a KOF Rekka character, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
one of the
yeah.
things. She's,
Okay.
she's totally a KOF.
Yeah, I
character.
can see that. I can see that. KOF style.
Yeah, the Rekkas, the hard counters, a really weird DP. You know, that's KOF all over.
Yeah, that makes sense. I guess.
Yeah, she kind of is. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Look, I don't need sweaty old grapplers. I kind of wish that I didn't have to always play
Yeah, give me back Mika.
big bumbling
Capcom.
dude.
Uh-huh.
I'd be
Bring-
happy
bring
with
back
that.
Mika.
Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I love Armika.
Like
so-
I get like a stereotype as being like, oh, you always look for the big fat guy first, and I do, but it's only because I expect that the game designers made
Make him-
that character the grappler.
Mhm.
That's what, and it's
Yeah.
almost always true.
No, anytime
So
I
that's what I
anytime-
look for.
Anytime I pick up a fighting game, I look for the biggest, grabbiest, smashiest mamma jamma. I look for the female I like looking at the most, and then I pick up something completely unorthodox.
Yeah.
Needless to say, I played She-Hulk
I was
and
just gonna
Dormammu
say,
for a reason.
yeah, She-Hulk, that
I
totally
have
fits.
She-Hulk and
Yeah.
Dormammu.
Yeah.
The moment I saw Dormammu charge hands, I was like, I'm playing this character.
I was thinking about this the other day. So I always try to pick a grappler, and I always try to pick a zoner, like a Geef and a Dawson.
Yeah.
And I've only played, as far as I can recall, one grappler that was female, and it was She-Hulk
Yeah.
Oh,
in
okay,
vanilla.
right.
I played She-Hulk a bunch. And as far as the zoner goes, it's always been female, with the exception of Dawson.
Yeah.
And maybe if you want to count, I was thinking about maybe Chrome Dome. I'm not sure if I want to
Dude,
count
Chrome
him.
Dome, yeah.
I'm not sure if I want to count him as a zoner, but that's like the only other one. So it's weird how there's like these, like I don't care about picking the male or the female. It's just that like it seems like all designers make one
Yeah,
the zoner.
yeah.
I'm always zoning with a woman, and I'm always grappling with a guy.
But
Well,
it's
that's-
also because
that's-
you don't play KOF.
Even with KOF, my zoner that I picked was King, and my grappler was Daimon and Maximo.
But that means that you played only 13. Because I remember, like,
Yeah, you're right.
I remember one tournament you
You're
were
right.
like talking about. It was one of the Mugen tournaments, and you were staring at Kula, and you said you played
Yeah, okay.
Kula and had no idea who Kula was.
I didn't play Kula.
Yeah, you said I think I've played this character once, but I have no idea who this is, and it was cool, and I was like, come on, man.
No, I did. I did.
I mean, we were talking about this during the break, actually. This is one of the things that I like about... I mean, I generally don't like Street Fighter 3 character designs,
Yeah.
but I do like the fact that they bucked a lot of the trends, right?
Yes.
So, like, Makoto was a grappler, but she's, and
a heavy hitter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And but she's not, big, burly, sweaty dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
The most naked character in the game is Yuri,
Yuri,
and
yeah.
is a dude, right, for once. And then, like,
Banana hammock.
the black boxer, is not Balrog. He's the refined gentleman
Yeah,
and
the
stuff like
classiest
that.
dude in the whole game.
If Street Fighter 5 could do that, I would like that.
I'm down with
Yeah.
that.
I mean, I keep joking about it with you and with a lot of people, and I've said this on stream again also a million times, but if they put Hager's daughter Jessica in there as the grappler,
I
she's
would-
spinning pile drive
I'm down.
people.
That would seriously be my main. There's just no question.
I think that'd be cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
I'd
my,
do
my
that.
favorite character of all time is Blue Mary from like King of Fighters and
Right,
stuff.
yeah.
Capcom, you want to try to give me that? You're never going to give me Mika back. I know that.
Oh, I did forget about Cerebella. You're totally right.
That's true. Mhm.
Okay,
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
there's
Yeah, but
two.
but all the characters
Two.
in Skullgirls were
Okay,
female.
yeah.
up
If I was
until
zoning
the
in
point.
that game, I was also playing a female. Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't until Big Band that they finally had a male character in there. So yeah,
But you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that game also fulfilled my weird stuff very well. Like I had like 4 weird characters to choose from. So I then
I think those characters.
I resorted to poisons. I love poison.
You play Val?
mechanics.
Yeah, I played Val too. I played Val Cerebella usually.
Yeah.
And like I played with anti-air Cerebella.
Oof.
And I would be sometimes with like just double assist in the back, but usually at least with those two. And I had like really sick combos with Val that would launch into Cerebella grab, and during that time when I would load up the
needles.
needle, and then like I would
Nice.
combo into the. It was such a sick
Yeah.
setup, dude.
No,
It was so
Dude,
sick.
did you see
Hawkeye-
that? Did you see the update that they gave to Skullgirls just recently? On the Steam beta right now, they added in Marvel 2 Super Jumps.
Oh, I did, yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm curious to see how that's going to turn
Yeah,
out.
I haven't tried
actually.
it.
Yeah,
I was
that's
just
going to
thinking
be
about
interesting.
it. Hawkeye is the only poison character with a poison technique that I don't play. Of every game I play, he's the first one I didn't use.
That's right, because you love the poison concept,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, that's my favorite thing. Like my Testament was my main in Guilty Gear.
God.
I play all of the Hizokus and all the KOF games. So like I played Dualon, I played Rin, I played Shaolon in the Regulation A, the 3D one we never got in America. Yeah, like
Whoa,
seriously.
okay.
But if your character has poison, I'm gonna try you.
Gotcha,
Simple as
gotcha.
that.
Okay.
Except Hawkeye.
No,
I just don't
Hawkeye.
play Hawkeye.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a Hawkeye hoodie right now, and I don't even play Hawkeye.
Would you
Oh,
play
man, look at
poison?
that.
But do you play poison? I mean, she's
Well,
like all.
that's it.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody. That's why I tried to every time, like, say
Hey, do you-
poison moves.
Do you play League?
No.
Okay.
I played it for a month, and I totally was like, nope, not for me. Because yes, I know Olaf joke's gonna be everywhere. I've already received
Oh,
them times.
people were talking about Timo actually. He has a little
Oh.
poison mechanic.
Yeah, no, Timo's cool, but I like some of the other characters a little bit more. Yeah.
Okay.
But I know I kicked the habit on that game real
Okay.
quick.
All right. Yeah. Smart
Okay.
man.
Okay. Well,
I don't know.
anything-
I don't have anything else to talk.
Well,
I haven't had anything
I mean,
to
like
talk
I said,
about
we
for,
said
like,
have
an
happy
hour.
holidays and everything like that. I was just wondering, any cool plans for the holidays or anything like that? Gonna do anything cool?
Usually my family and I go over our cousin's house. We have cousins who are Catholic, so they do Christmas and
Gotcha.
they have like a whole Christmas Eve, and it's always like a seafood buffet like feast. Which means
amazing.
yeah, unless you're a Jew like me, and you go there and like you eat like the pasta that they make, and then like maybe some
Spin.
fish.
Yeah.
And then there's
Spin.
like infinite crab and stuff.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, that's no thanks. But we're not going this year because my brother pantsed my uncle, and there's a little bit of weirdness going on.
What? Wait, is this? Are
100% accurate.
Do you live like in like a Modern Family sitcom or something like that?
Apparently, I do.
Is your dad like formerly Al Bundy or something like that?
Well, that was real. That
Jesus.
really happened. So we're not. But that's it. Other than that, I'm not sure.
I don't even.
Yeah. I mean, every Christmas I've always gone to the Laker game. They're
Yeah.
actually playing on the road this year, and also they're not going to be on NBC because they suck. So I actually just have a friend coming into town, so we're going to hang out for a
Cool,
little
man.
bit. So yeah.
I'm gonna get drunk repeatedly, like I do.
Sweet.
Sounds
But
good.
I'm actually going to be reconnecting with my sister after kind of like 30 years of estranging myself.
Oh wow!
man.
Okay.
So-
Well, so there you go.
That's awesome.
So I'm actually trying to bridge the gap on my family.
That's great,
Oh,
dude.
Okay,
And
cool.
that's
No,
what size
that's
it,
a good.
you know.
That's always a good
That's-
thing.
that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, just
I hope that goes
go
well.
home, visit people, whatever.
Okay.
But
Cool.
so that should be interesting to say the least.
All right, man.
I don't know
Awesome.
why. I don't know why this just came into my head. Remember how we were talking about Omega Mode being as like a test for Street Fighter V, and they did a lot of interesting things like the input buffering. They also made it so that if you jump in the air and do like Tiger Knee Cannon Strike with Cammy, she just gets to the height and dive kicks.
Oh,
They
that's
act-
nice.
weird.
They actually
That's nice.
implemented that, which is really cool.
But
So-
on the other hand, if you try to do Chun-Li's command dive kick, it's still really awkward. It only works on the way up.
does she have a command dive kick? I didn't even notice.
I didn't know either.
down forward light kick.
Oh,
The corner,
interesting.
yeah, offensive corner light kick, and she actually do a dive
Okay,
kick, but it only
okay.
works on the way up in the jump. Once you hit the peak,
Really?
it'll never work.
Huh, interesting.
It's super awkward.
Yeah. Huh.
Okay.
Did not know that. Did not know that.
Yeah. Omega mode is so wacky, and I hate Sakura with every ounce of my being.
I didn't know. Yeah, you told me
Yeah.
about the super. I had no idea.
Why does why does it infinite juggle? It works all the time, always.
Everyone's getting mad at me for cutting off your life story about games now. No, it's fine.
Unbelievable.
Oh man.
Is James's mustache low tier or bottom 4 on the facial hair tier?
Bottom 4 free.
It's better than
Bottom
mine.
4 free.
It beats me.
No, it's the problem is it's not the mustache; it's the matchup with his cheeks.
I think the mustache itself is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad has a mustache, so I mean, I guess I got that.
I think it
from
looks
him, so.
fine. Yeah.
But,
You
like,
just need to
honestly,
just
like-
trim everything else.
Yeah. I agree with
Honestly,
that.
this is from not shaving since Capcom Cup. The morning of Capcom Cup is
That
the
was
last
like
time
a
I
month
shaved.
ago. 3
Yeah.
Like
months.
you're not even trimming that; just grows in nice
like
and
2 years
symmetrical.
ago.
Yeah, it
Sure.
grows just like this. It just goes like, because the thing is, I can't grow hair like here except for these like random strands and
Yeah.
stuff like that. I don't get this
Yeah,
crazy.
I can count how many hairs you have on your cheek. That's
I know.
weird, dude.
Yeah. No, it's absolutely
I
true.
don't understand it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice to have a beard, but it's a hassle.
Trade
Yeah,
you.
I can't.
I mean, it's nice.
I
Don't
have
get
to
me
shave
wrong.
every day.
You do have to shave every day?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I should, but I don't.
No,
I'm just
You do have to.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
legally
I'm-
have to
Yeah,
shave
right,
every
yeah.
day.
Yeah.
I'm actually just too lazy to shave all the time, so I don't know why. I don't
So
even.
even if you don't grow a beard very well, say somebody else.
I get reprimanded for this.
Oh,
for
That's
what you have right now, you
Yeah,
can get reprimanded
absolutely.
for that. Wow.
Yeah, I have to be clean shaven every morning.
So if people don't know, I mean, you're part of the military right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So I'm on leave. I get to visit these guys. I'm pretty
Yeah,
happy about
exactly.
that.
Yeah.
So.
But is there no like facial hair? You can't have a mustache.
I can have a very neatly, carefully placed mustache.
Okay.
Other than that, Me personally, no. Some people, though, if they get like really bad razor burn and scarring and stuff, they
Oh,
can actually
sure.
get documentation to use an electric razor, so they can go about to where I am, maybe up to
That
where
makes
you
sense.
are, so that they don't deform
Interesting.
themselves.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Interesting.
That's
Yeah.
about it. Otherwise, nope.
Strict.
Yeah, no sideburns if they go below, like right here. Nice tidy haircuts, whole nine
Right.
yards.
Right. Okay. All right.
On the other hand, I look fantastic. So
You're legally required to look great. Well, anything else going on?
Not much. I mean, again, I hope if anybody has feedback on our studio. Obviously,
Yeah.
we're gonna fix the lighting and stuff like that.
Fix the lighting.
We're gonna do a lot of different things, try to add more decorations and whatever like that. I might even try to put them on top of things so it gets a little bit taller.
Oh, that would make
do
sense.
like a stair.
Yeah,
So
or
you can
something like
actually,
that. Yeah,
have,
yeah.
have bleachers.
Oh,
Right.
nice.
You know,
yeah.
just the bleachers full of Cammy staring at you.
Yeah.
Dude, you don't even understand. Like, this table right now could have like 90 camis and like 10 fleeces on here.
I know what your collection is. It
Yeah,
would
because
not
you
fit.
gave me a lot of that cami collection.
Yeah,
right?
it just totally would not fit on this table.
I could add so much more cami here, but I'm trying to keep it with variety right now. But we'll see how that
Well,
goes.
one thing,
What's
one
the
thing we
point
should
of having
probably
a
do
collection?
is if we are gonna have 3 people or 4 people or 5 or whatever in the future, this thing is really like I could be sitting up, I guess, but it still is definitely in the way.
It consumes your face.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
some people were saying not to put it on the table itself because
Yeah.
then
Dude.
it won't kill every.
I was
Okay.
just saying, you can totally just get a boom mic, or like to actually have the pole reaching
Right,
over
right.
you.
I'm
It'll
fine with
pick up
that.
Fine.
Yeah. I don't know if that's
So
doable
what
for
we
us.
could what I could do is just move it off the table and like put it down here. or
Oh, you
something
want to just
like
have like an
that.
extra like a
like a little stand
using
down
that-
there.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
we
that
could
would
do
be
something
good.
like that to put it lower, and it'll still pick up everything anyway. So.
that would be great.
Yeah, and then if we hit the table, it won't
It
kill
wouldn't be-
everything.
yeah, exactly.
Stuff like that. So
All right, I'm down with that.
yeah, so a lot of cool. If you have any suggestions or any improvement ideas, just tweet us UltraChen at UltraChenTV. So yeah, let us know.
Okay.
But yeah, so hopefully when we start season 4 of Ultra, can you believe we've been doing this for 3 years, dude?
Sounds weird, dude. It really
Freaks
does.
me out.
Yeah.
Because like honestly, like it's hard to keep doing something like this for a really long time. It really is. I mean, a lot of people, I've always heard people like, oh, Mike and Gutex aren't even funny on Excellent Adventures, whatever, blah, blah. And I was like, you do it then.
It's tough to keep up.
You do it for years
know?
and years and years. It's not easy, so.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think that's part of it though, is that you guys aren't like going out of your way to try to be funny, and so like.
Oh, we're
like,
definitely
yeah.
not very funny, so.
You rarely. So you guys are just kind of being informative, and if funny happens, awesome. People like expect a particular bar out of them.
Yeah, that's
And-
true.
Yeah, they definitely have a tougher road for
Yeah.
sure. For sure. Oh, thanks, V-Man of Mana. That's nice.
Oh. I forgot who said. Someone wasn't they telling us a story like that someone's like thought you were super cute and that's how they like started watching or something like that, or I don't know, I don't remember now.
I don't know. Let me check the list of all those stories I've ever told. I'll see if any of them matches that. It's a long list.
Yeah, you got like 3 or 4 lines on that little notebook.
Oh man. Dude, it's so funny because everyone always jokes about them getting high on their show, and they don't get high on their
I don't
show.
think they do that.
They don't.
No,
Yeah,
no, they
I
get
know.
high before and then come in.
Yeah.
No.
No, yeah, I know. It's funny though. Sometimes they look like it, but I really
Oh.
don't think that happens.
Yeah, no, one of my friends actually asked me, is like, are they getting high when they do the show? Like, I swear his
Yeah.
eyes look bloodshot. And I was like, I don't bloody know.
Actually, I'm sure Mike isn't.
Yeah.
Mike is for sure not.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
And he's always been really good about that.
Yeah,
So
yeah, he's not into
here.
that. Yeah.
But especially now, though, because he has, like, a different standard to uphold as well.
That's true.
So, like, I told him I would have been totally shocked if they were.
Yeah, I'm sure not.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us. We will try to be back next Monday. What's the date next Monday?
29.
It won't be the 30th. Okay.
It's 29th. It's
Okay. Okay.
20
So,
Monday
so
the
that'll be
29th.
fine. That'll be fine.
Yeah, yeah, we might be able to do the third strike. Xrd. How did I even get the third? Because it's
Because
the
it would have
RD.
been Guilty Gear Triple
It's
X.
the RD. That's why. Xrd. We'll try to do an Xrd show next week. If
Yeah.
not, then we'll do that one of the first things in 2015.
Yeah.
So, But yeah, looking forward to a lot of cool stuff. I guess we
Absolutely.
can save the New Year's resolutions and what we're looking for in 2015 for next week.
Well, I
Tuesday
guess I
show.
should shut my mouth then.
Well, you can go for it.
Yeah, because you're not going to be here next
but
week.
I don't have
Personally,
anything anyway.
I'm looking forward to the U.S. release of Under Night in Birth.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I'm talking about. Yes, Under Night.
Yes.
Under Night.
We got it in thanks to Olaf, dude. Yes. Yes.
Who do you playing that?
Nobody, because
You haven't played yet?
I'm in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I literally just bought a PS3 for the first time like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so I'm like, sweet, now I can play my Hatsune Miku rhythm game, my Final Fantasy X HD, and Guilty Gear.
Yeah.
Yes, we are in there.
Yeah.
And then I picked up Little Big Planet too.
Yeah. No, Unia, I'm super excited for that.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like February 23rd or something like that, I believe. So that's super
I
exciting.
don't know.
Sounds right.
We could ask
Yeah.
Access.
They announced it recently.
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah,
late
well, no, it's
February.
actually like advertised in the pamphlet when you buy Guilty Gear.
Oh,
like, it's
okay,
actually got an
okay,
ad
okay,
Well,
inside.
okay.
that's cool.
Okay.
So I was super excited.
Nice. Good stuff. I'm hopefully, I mean, both for Xrd and for Unial, I'm going to try to promote the hell out of those
Yeah.
games as much as I can. So, because obviously they're
I'm down with that.
fan favorites of mine. So
Yeah, and I mean, I used to actually work at Access. And I love those guys.
Oh,
Actually, I actually
yeah?
stopped in and visited them today.
Okay. Dude, seriously, like, let's get some Johnny in there, dude. Let's get some Johnny.
No, because I want Testament.
Yeah, I've
Fair
been wanting to
enough, fair
Testament.
enough.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Johnny's uninteresting. All right, thanks. That's it.
Dang.
That's it. We're going off. We're going off. That was the
Look.
last word. That was the last word.
Look, all I've been doing is sitting here smelling pasta all day. I'm hungry. Okay, I need to get
It's
some
not
food.
even that good.
I have a
I need to
Snickers.
get- I need to. What's
I
that?
can get you a Snickers.
Snickers.
You said you were hungry.
Because I'm not myself
Why wait?
when I'm
Yeah,
when
yeah.
I'm not eating a
Yeah.
Snickers. Okay, just replace me with somebody else and then feed him a Snickers and I'll jump in or
That'd be
something
funny.
like that.
I totally want to do this now.
We could have set that up earlier if we had not
shame.
had you just come on. Yeah. Well,
All right. Have a happy holidays, everybody.
All right, enjoy.
Peace out.
Johnny's boring. I really thought I was gonna get it on time.
Yo, really? Okay, we're staying on for just a little. I'm just kidding. I'm
What?
kidding. I'm kidding. Okay. All right. Peace out, everybody.
Later.